If everything is going to plan, which is probably isn't, because I am that sort of person that is the most unlucky person ever, we should be live right now, and I think we are. I think we are. Yep, exactly. We are live now. So, hello everybody, Genius here. I'm back with weather forecasting. Oh boy, long time no see. But now, not that long time no see actually, because we are going on a 2 day streak of live streams today, which honestly really hasn't happened in this channel. Oh Lord, I think it hasn't happened. Yeah, it never happened. So yeah, we are you you are seeing history occur in your own eyes, right? So let me put this on Twitter. Let me um just all our people, because now uh I'm just I'm not just tweeting about it on Twitter. I'm actually now casting, so gotta put people back on track. So let's just analyze. That's the name of the channel. What we have as of right now. So, if first of all, I think you all saw that it is the setup of the stream has gotten quite better since the last live stream. Hope you all not hearing the sound that is coming from the kitchen. Hopefully you're not. But that's not the point of the video. So today's viewer setup is just once again the result of barrel. And now post-tropical cyclone barrel. You can see right here, discrete supercells now. Way more discrete actually than yesterday. Just develop that they are developing quite a big uptrend in the last few. Has the supercell WeatherX crashed in the first 15 seconds of the live stream? Nope, we are fine. Okay, but that is not the point of the talk. Uh, the general severe weather setup for today it is yet again another 10% unhatched. Although I did expect them to see once again, just like they did yesterday, they capped it at 10% unhatched. I'm starting to think that the SBC cannot add hatched risks for tropical systems, but that is just an educated guess. So, up to this point, we've had quite a little bit of an activity actually already. This supercell right here, which is now already tornado warned, has crossed the border between Kentucky and Indiana and has produced a significant, although not necessarily a very, not, let me correct myself, a fairly long-lived tornado that hopefully didn't hit anything, probably mostly rural, rural areas. Oh God, speaking English is difficult. But yeah, it's still rotating. I'm not 100% sure that it still has a CC drop. You can see right here. It does could probably it does look like it has a little bit more of a centralized area, a focused area of a lower CC, but really considering how much open area has just ahead of it, hard to tell if it is actual tornado debris or just open air, although it is correlating fairly well with this rotation signature right here. The second supercell that I'm really watching for today is this supercell here, just north of Evansville. Very classic look for a supercell in July. Surprising to see such beautiful, gotta say, supercell in July in Kentucky. Quite this beautiful supercell. You can see a little bit of a rotation signature. I'm a bit skeptical about this one. Also doesn't seem to have a CC drop, at least not a CC drop that actually correlates to a tornado. So for now, no, I don't think there's a good proof of a tornado being down. The cell that could be the biggest issue in the short term is probably this supercell right here, west of Elizabethtown, which is good potentially in the long run. impact, or you know, Louisville, Kentucky. This supercell right here has gone through a cell merger. It survived that merger. It does seem like the merger was a constructive merger. It really got that structure that you can see almost you can see already that the rotation signature has picked up again, back up in the last few runs, in the latest few uh, updates from the radar. So that one is a supercell to be looking for. Yeah, this supercell here in Mount Vernon, although it has a very decent um, rotation signature, right? I would trust this as a tornado. I do think that it is very possible that the tornado is down at this point. I don't think. I think that the CC drop is not trustable. So unless the NWS there, I think it's NWS. Oh, I have no idea which NWS office this one, but unless they have actual visual proof, I think it's too risky for now to actually issue that tornado warning. Going back in our cell here in Albert Field, yeah, not a lot to see here on the rotation side of things. Not a well-defined couplet, so for now I think we are fine. Let's see if our no updates for now on our other cell. So yeah, we should get less hours of activity than we got yesterday, which we had like almost 3 hours non-stop of strong frenetic activity. Although I do think that it should start picking up in the next few hours. Next hour or two probably it's going to be by the evening. It's starting to start booming. If things start quieting down a little bit, I'm going to use the end of the stream to just talk about today's severe weather setup, because if I make hold myself tomorrow, has probably a more clearer and more well-defined threat for significant long-track tornadoes. As I mentioned on Twitter, after today, we really need to stay aware of the very real possibility of a few strong long-track tornadoes tomorrow. It might actually be a little bit of more robust setup. Very interesting setup in the Northeast. Considering, I really don't think that this time the Milan lapse rates should impact the setup that much. But still, we're going to update y'all. It does seem like a very robust setup with a very strong, very present. Let me correct that term. Tornado threat with a few discrete, semi-discrete supercells that develop over western New York. I do expect to see it being upgraded tomorrow, but yeah, a little bit too far to know. The cell here in Mount Vernon has definitely re-picked up in intensity. It looks to be more organized. The cell in Albert Field, pretty much nothing. We'll wait to see the next velocity scan. But yeah, and just the tomorrow's setup in New York is fairly insane. I'm not gonna lie. In New York and North Pennsylvania, it's quite the strong setup, right? Very strong shear, very strong, very robust discrete, semi-discrete supercells. Not trusting ARRR because it's overmixing again. It has that issue, unfortunately, long known issue from the ARRR. But yeah, the environment is looking very good for tornadic activity. As I mentioned on Twitter, strong tornadoes, long tracks tornadoes will be possible. I do expect to see them upgrade that to a 10% hatched. Hopefully they do that, because considering the latest model data, tomorrow looks to be, at least for now, the bigger deal. I mean, if yesterday wasn't a big deal already. Let's go back to talking about radar right now. Let's delay talking about tomorrow for later in the stream. But yeah, tomorrow really looks to be the more very potent, significant tornado threat. All hazards included for sure. So, yeah, not really on velocity, not really much on velocity here on the cell. Although you can see right here, not the most, not the most, probably a very subtle but very present rotation signature just east of Mount Vernon. So people in the eastern side of Mount Vernon might have been hit by a tornado. The next city that I would like to point out is probably Buffkin, Indiana. So if you are in Buffkin, Indiana, I'm crazy sorry, but yeah, actually, no, I am correct. It is Indiana. Farmersville, y'all could also be under uh some some severe weather just in general, but probably some small hail. Yep. Oh, okay. So we are talking. We doing this once, huh? Okay. So intense tornado on the ground. Bro, I cannot understand some stuff that happens to me. I was just talking about. Yep. Now, undoubtedly, there is a tornado on the ground, a very strong tornado on the ground. So, areas north of Mount Vernon, uh, Buffkin. The western part of Buffkin might be hit by a strong tornado. Who else? Springfield, Oliver, these areas, Wadesville, y'all are under a tornado warning. You need to be underground. These might actually track for the radar, so the radar might actually be hit by this tornado, which is terrible news. Yeah, that is a big tornado. That is a big tornado on the ground. Uh, yeah, let me quote the right wording. Yep, that is a quite the yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, they probably already upgraded it back to a PDS because that is a strong tornado, probably intense tornado, which could in a very real scenario, hit the town of Buffkin. So if you are in Buffkin, take shelter immediately. Yep, there you go. We have a PDS tornado warning now. For oh wow. Oh wait, that is a different one. I think. No, it is. Yeah, it's the correct one. But that is definitely a very big tornado. Uh, I'm already seeing some footage on Twitter. It looks big. It looks like a strong tornado, classic look. So another tornado to add to the list of strong tornadoes in the sequence. Barrow just doesn't stop. A very strong tornado on the ground in Mount Vernon. Very strong. This thing is a strong, probably intense tornado on the ground. Let's take a very quick look, very brief, because we don't have time. Yeah, this cell looks to be picking up in intensity, but we're not going to talk about that for a long time because we have a strong tornado just uh, cruising through some areas there of northern areas north of Mount Vernon. Might actually hit the north. Yeah, probably hit some areas of North Vernon. Very strong tornado. Very strong tornado. Hence why the debris ball. Very strong. Probably CC drop. Let me look at Twitter. Let me look at the information. It does certainly look to be possibly even a multi-vortex tornado. Just waiting for the next update on. Yeah, it does. It does. I do think it is still on the ground. Very possibly still on the ground. So no doubts that y'all should still be on the ground for this tornado. Although probably you lost a little bit of its intensity thing. This supercell here to the west, to the northwest here, north of Evansville that I mentioned before, really doesn't seem to have a lot. Although it had a very impressive structure, not a lot in terms of not a lot in terms of velocity. So for now, I really don't think it is on the ground. This supercell right here could be a supercell that will be one of those supercells just be are the supercell of the day. Very has that look. Rotation signature is strengthening. Could have a debris ball. Will not be surprised to see this to drop a tornado very soon. Um, we have yep, tornado warnings are just falling out of the sky as we talk. Yeah, I mentioned this could be significant, and that is quite a tornado. Let's continue to look at the tornado here in Montferland. Still no updates to radar, so for now, let's keep it simple. Let's keep with the information that we have. There's a large, extremely dangerous tornado north of Montferland, right? Definitely still on the ground. Definitely a strong tornado still. Uh, Life-threatening situation. Bufkin might have been hit by this tornado, unfortunately. So areas north of Bufkin, Oliver, in Illinois, Hepburn, Illinois, Blairsville, Illinois, Wadesville, Illinois. Y'all are for now just getting some rain, but y'all could be if this tornado is long lived enough, hit by a strong to intense tornado EF2 plus for sure, considering that radar data. So a strong, probably intense tornado on the ground could hit you. Um, if it does end up going in your direction, you know what you gotta do. I hopefully, yeah, I think you do. Put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible. Uh, be away from Windows Classic. And yeah, wait, that's this tornado, this cell right here is definitely picking up in intensity and rotation. So no CC drop quite yet for now. So that's good. Just going to wait for the next. Did it update? No, we didn't. Let's go back. Let's see the. Yep, that tornado is still on the ground. You can see the debris ball reappeared. So yeah, Buffkin probably didn't get hit. Amazing news. The bad news is Oliver might be hit, or it might actually pass through in the between of Springfield and Oliver. Oh my gosh! Okay, we did. I didn't plan on doing this early, guys. I planned to open a live. I planned it a little bit over the time, like in the overtime, like a little bit too late, for sure. But mate, I didn't expect it to be that late because we are now dropping tornadoes after tornadoes here, and strong tornadoes already. So we we having a long day, guys. Yeah, it is a big tornado. Radar. The images that I'm looking at from Twitter and Mount yeah, parts of Mount Vernon could be of northeastern Mount Vernon, uh probably got bamboozled by this very large, very this intense tornado. Oh boy, the image uh from Lincoln House retweeted on Twitter. That is a that is a strong tornado, guys. That is the things that I've been talking about that were possible today. Oh boy. Oh, quite the quite the big tornadoes, and still ongoing. This tornado has it. Parts of Mount Vernon had definitely been hit by this tornado. Unfortunately, Mount Vernon is a fairly decent city, right? Um, it's a fairly populated city. I mean, 7,000 people. It is not a small amount of a small amount of population. That is 100% a big tornado. I mean, probably just a waiting game until you start seeing damaging it. Oh my gosh, this thing. Yeah, Springfield might be hit. Oh lord, man. Really didn't want to do this too soon. I didn't want to do this at all. Don't get me wrong, but this soon, yeah. Hopefully, it stays out of the way of the radar because, yep, that is still a big tornado. Still has a decent debris ball. You can see the CC drop right there. This is the thing that we hate the most when we're now casting, seeing these large tornadoes, significant tornadoes, hitting people's homes, destroying people's property. And this is what we are seeing right now. PDS warning, particularly dangerous situation tornado warning, has been continued by the NWS as they should. So Solitude, New Harmony, Griffin, Wadesville, Poseyville, and Chitiana, Indiana are all under particularly dangerous situation tornado warning. Seek shelter now if you are under tornado warning. These tornadoes will have the potential to damage your home, damage and risk and put your life and property at risk. So you gotta be on the ground, guys. You got to be on the ground. Unfortunately, for these tornadoes that we are seeing right now today, this one probably just a waiting game. Unfortunately, very sad thing to see what we are seeing from this tornado in Mount Vernon. Uh, Probably won't take long for people to start. Oh, that is some awesome footage. Wow. From Mount Vernon, retweeted on Twitter. Wow. That is the multi-vortex of the multi-vortex. Wow. Gosh. That was quite the big tornado for today. I mean, oh lord, the images I'm receiving from in Twitter are like insane. This thing was no, this thing is a wedge. It probably actually, oh fuck. Springfield got cored. Oh lord. Wait. I mean, it probably hit. It cored the this cord. I mean, I might try to find, but this area here probably got cored by by intense tornado. This is what I have from weather. Uh, this other supercell here west of Elizabethtown is picking up. It's going to be another one that we need to be looking out for because that is a classic tornado producer. And this community right here could have been uh, hit pretty hard by this tornado. 100%. Oh my lord. On and on. Yeah, he probably hit a town. Very probable that he hit a town. Uh, Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, probably just a very small community that just got cored. Uh, Poor community, man. Poor community. And this Supercell is looking mean. Lord. I mean, hopefully weakened a little bit. It's still debris ball. It still has a probably a very big CC drop. Has it been updated? Yeah, but you can see just over the community of Springfield. You can see. I mean, you can zoom and zoom and zoom. Amazing. Yeah, it is. It's still 100% down. Weakened, hopefully, but that is still a fairly strong tornado. Let me go back to the tornado in Elizabethtown. Oh wow. Still not seeing damages, but probably won't take long until we start seeing those. Oh wow, that thing is a giant tornado. That thing was enormous. Wow. That tornado was giant. Uh, North of Mount Vernon. Still a particularly dangerous situation. Uh, Apparently, okay, I'm looking at the wrong supercell, but this supercell is looking mean. Oh, geez, this supercell is looking bad. Yep, this supercell west of Elizabethtown, Kentucky, is going to be a supercell that will to need to monitor to. Lord, that is a stuff. Some sad stuff happens, guys. These supercell are looking. Oh Lord, it re-picked up again, or is it just contamination? I am starting to. Okay, jeez, man. Let me look at the supercell near Elizabethtown, west of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. It is slowly looking meaner and meaner. You can see the uh, how it's getting that hook shape. How is it? It's getting more organized. It survived quite the difficult merger. Quite a difficult merger to survive. It survived easily. And yeah, these two supercells are going to be probably the the name of the game for the next couple of minutes. Fortunately, one of them has already produced a strong tornado. The other one is yet to, but really won't take much in these conditions. It's a very favorable environment for these sort of tornadoes, and it's sad. That's all I can honestly say. It's a very sad situation. Let's look back at Supercell in Elizabethtown. Yep, still not a lot on. No, you can see the start of the rotation signature. This is about to drop a tornado. About to drop a tornado. I mean, Mount Vernon in these Euro cells are. I mentioned this before yesterday. I mentioned this yesterday, but these tornadoes are these supercells are not. It's hard even to count them as tropical tornadoes already because they are not tropical tornadoes. They are just they are almost casual supercells like your typical supercell that you see on these significant tornado of outbreaks and events in general. They are pretty much that. I mean, the post tropical cyclone barrel is already it's even hard to call it still a. It became a trough because it low pressure systems. Yeah, they evade into higher layers of the atmosphere. So the influence. Yeah, this supercell is looking mean, guys. This supercell here. It's looking mean. Radcliffe is now under a tornado warning. So be prepared for a strong tornado. That's all I can say. Be prepared for a strong tornado. I mean, the environment of this that the supercell is in, the supercell of Mount Vernon supercell is in, it's fairly good. Although the level out rates are not good, not amazing. They are pretty made. It found itself on the actually the level out rates are not that important. I mean, when you have um strong level instability, you don't need that high level. You don't need that. I mean, it's just another example that uh I mean that supercell in Mount Vernon. I mean, these supercells are slowly but surely looking mean, guys. Yeah, this supercell is probably going to be the supercell to watch for the rest of the day, apart from the Mount Vernon one. It's quite insane to see like a supercell that might not be necessarily on like the most textbook environment because you saw me mentioning the weak level out rates. Just shows the level out rates are not everything, right? Gosh, if I knew that a long time ago, it would be useful. But oh Lord, yep. don't like to remind myself of Barnsdale. It really wasn't a nice day to be alive, gotta say. Also, Dreamwise Vorticity has definitely played a role in this tornado. So yeah, it's very possible. These supercells hopefully, I mean, better week because if it continues going to hit Raptors, Stewartsville. Gosh, speaking English names is hard. But also, at least it doesn't seem like it's going to hit the radar, which is better news. Back in the supercell here in Elizabethtown. Not a lot still for now, so yep, better news actually. So for now, I don't we don't need to like be completely bamboozled by three supercells in a row, just like we had yesterday. We don't need that yet. We are getting it. We already have the supercell on the. I forgot what was the supercell now from on. Now getting closer to areas like Rapture. So you really don't need more supercells causing trouble than we already have. But this supercell here in Elizabethtown, yeah, you can see it. Although, yeah, it's hard to tell if this is actual. Why not? It's not actual rotation. This is just yeah. This is info rolling. So uh, so yeah. For now, I really don't think we have a. That tornado was the multi-vortex of the multi-vortex tornado. Insane. PDS tag has been dropped on the tornado that we were just uh on the other supercell that we were analyzing. Oh lord, what am I looking? Okay, that's so. Let's go back to the supercell right here. It has the PDS tech has been dropped, thankfully. So for now, it is a not a lower threat, but yeah, it is not that big of a risk for now. Definitely will. No, I hope it doesn't, but it definitely could re-pick up in the future. Uh, so in order to be looking in all of these supercells or all of this any convection in general is already sparking rotation. It is just by the insane, by those insane supercells, guys. Pretty much any convection spot, any spot convection is rotating already. So any robust convection that is able to develop, it's developing and it's becoming a monster. The main areas of tornadic potential here are actually untapped for now, which is much of the risk areas. The violent tornado parameter is just bamboozling with these supercells here. It, the violent tornado parameter is peaking right over the supercell, so this supercell is in a favorable environment. It has even higher level of instability than the other supercell. Rotation is picking up in every supercell that we have right now, guys. It's quite insane. scenario. Yeah, the supercell data from the supercell there in near northeast of near Harmony is becoming useless because of how close it is to the radar. So now it's time to rely on radar observations on people observing the tornado on the ground because any information is about to become useless. We are starting to see the damages of the tornado hitting homes, destroying people's properties. It is quite the insane tornado, can't lie. Supercell is hooking. This could be a supercell we need to watch in the future. The supercell here northeast of DKville could have gotten a better city to use it as example, but whatever. But this supercell right here, it does, you know, in the upper levels of him has quite a strong rotation, but that rotation doesn't necessarily translate. And okay, but that rotation you can see right here on the other radar, you can see that this rotation is strong, very strong. However, it doesn't correlate. Oh, okay, so the tornado is strengthening. So the tornado. So are we having that again? Like no jokes for real? For real? Skull emoji. Well, let's hope that not, because it does look like that supercell is regaining at least some of its structure. Yeah, this supercell is it's recycling very quickly. Pause a fuel up. Yep. Mm-hmm. It definitely re-strengthened quite a lot. Pause a fuel might be in a very bad situation because of the supercell. So stuff the today is insane, right? Unfortunately, let's look back at the supercell here in Rathcliffe. Really, not a lot, honestly. Has contamination here on the side. People might call it not surprised. No, you will not be surprised to see people in the Weatherite community calling it a tornado. But yeah, you can see the hook, a little bit of rotation signature. Any CC drop is negligible to look because it would be quite literally over the clear air. So for now, we don't have decent radar. Let's try that supercell. Pretty much for none of the supercells that we are looking now. Really waiting for the supercell impose able to at some point get better look because get a better radar view because it is not great. Uh, if positive, we're going to discover real soon. Unfortunately, we need what we are going to discover if this tornado recycled, if it I mean, do we? I think it should be. Mm, let me look at the. Yeah, it's still rapidly rotating. Uh, rapidly rotating. Quite a strong rotation, actually. So I'm not sure if it is not on the ground. I wouldn't be necessarily unsure. I wouldn't be like, yep, I think it did the funny again. It might have done the funny. I'm not sure. Actually, I actually probably not. Hopefully not, because the WS just issued an unconfirmed tornado warning. So not a TOR anymore. We'll no, I'll give it 15 seconds before it becomes another one again. Just wait for that. Uh, for that velocity 2 update. Well, never mind. There's. I really don't think there's a tornado now. For now, the rotation. Do you all remember the whole thing that I said a few minutes ago about the tornado? If the tornado is still on the ground, it probably won't hit the radar. Yeah, about that, I wouldn't be that sure anymore. The radar is another tornado warning. It's not not something that we need. Oh, look at that supercell. Baby supercell time. I mean, CC drop is useless. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. But yeah, this supercell right here might be. That is a fairly decent supercell. I mean, you can see it is rotating. You can see some small peaks in the rotation. Looks interesting. Looks interesting. Could be a baby supercell producing a small tornado. Uh, could produce it very soon. So stay water aware for that one. Could be a significant tornado developing really soon. Any supercell, as I mentioned before, any supercell has a very decent potential for producing strong, long track tornadoes today. This one still, like, although it doesn't have at this moment the most impressive rotation signature, probably because the radar is terrible right now due to how close it is to the radar. Any sort of rotation, any supercell will be able to produce strong, potentially long track tornadoes, just like I mentioned a few minutes ago. This supercell really has been having difficulties getting its pace up. So for now, I think it is not an immediate threat. I know it could become very soon an immediate threat for life and property. Okay, so for now, I think that the supercell will not have a nice time and even time producing. At least it is not an immediate. It's not producing a tornado right now. I think could change at any moment, though. Any moment. I would say if not if hopefully Mount Vernon didn't get hit by this. Not it didn't get hit, but the damage is not that extensive because this tornado definitely hit Mount Vernon. I mean these videos that I'm seeing on social media are insane. Yeah, but the supercell is still looking like structure wise mean. So we will not be surprised to see it produce a tornado sooner or later. Just like this supercell right here. This boy. How my boy doing? Apparently not great because it's not producing a tornado, but yeah, you can see the at least some sort of rotation here near Vine Groove. Now I don't think it is on the ground right now. But it could be at any given moment. So yeah. It does seem like this superstar right here is rehooking, but why literally no rotation signature? Maybe a very small rotation signature, but really not a lot for now. Yeah. Uh, nah. Okay. Violent tornado. About to hit the radar. Just Lord. I am speechless right now. What is this? What? Out of the fucking nowhere. What is this? I. This ain't real. This ain't real. No. No, 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 no. This ain't real. This is what Johnson might be impacted by a violent tornado. Oh, the radar may be hit by might be hit by this tornado. Johnson, you need to be on the ground as soon as possible. Because I mean, you want between you and the outside world as possible. You've been on the tornado for much time. Hopefully, you are already on the ground because this thing is a violent. Wow. Wow. This is pure violence. I. Wow. 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 I I have no. This is insane. Look at this. Johnson. Lord. This thing is a beast. Wow. This is insane. I mean, Tori as soon as possible is. Not ironically, this is Tori. There's no, there's no being countered that being against it. This thing is a Tori. Wow, Mount Carmel is actually on the path of this violent tornado. Take shelter now. Johnson probably got hit. Hopefully, y'all are on the ground. This thing is a beast. This thing is a beast. This is violence. This is violence. We are presenting violence. This is wow. I have no. Wow, Johnson got probably. Hopefully Johnson was left unscathed, but wow. I mean, they, it's still only a confirmed tornado. This is getting Tori. Unfortunately, this is a beast. Calton, Indiana, and okay, I'm still a little bit. They probably are under uh tornado village. Oh my gosh! It it it, it hopefully it just it's got really close to Johnson, Indiana. Got really close. But look at the size of this tornado, guys. This is enormous. This is going directly. It is going in the direction of White River, Mount Carmel, Indiana. This thing is a beast. This thing is a giant tornado. Okay, probably got upgraded to PDS now. Yep, there you go. PDS tornado warning now in effect for Gibson County, Posey County, and Wabash County. I mean, this is a enormous tornado. Jesus Christ. It clipped Johnson, Indiana, probably. Hopefully, Johnson, Indiana got unscathed. Uh, it's not the biggest city ever, but if it got hit, we're going to talk about fatalities really soon because that is a very big tornado. This is a this is an enormous tornado. Look at that. This is a monster. It directly headed into populated areas. Mont Carmel might be actually hit by this tornado. And Mont Carmel, these are not small cities, guys. Some of them are, but like, wow. Mont Carmel is not a big city either. Am I looking at the right city? Oh, never mind. Look. Wow. This is pure violence. Gotta say, this is pure violence. Oh wow. It. Look at this. Look at this. This is insane. Insane. This thing is violent. There's no other word for that. This thing is violent. Mount Carmel probably going to, at least I hope it's getting away with it. Not going to be easy though. Because that is a wedge of the wedges tornado. And the Super Sun Radcliffe's trying again, but fuck it, I don't care. I don't care, honestly. I'm sorry, I don't care. I mean, that debris ball is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Look at the size of this debris ball, this hook. Well, of course, it's a little bit contaminated by the radar, but because of how close it is to the radar. But this is probably a mile to 2 miles wide. Um, Let me see if we have visual on this tornado. Unfortunately, I think we don't. But this is a giant tornado. Lord have mercy on people's souls here. EDS tornado warning continues. So, yep, now includes Mount Carmel, includes a lot of small towns. White River is another one. I mean, this is it continues, right? It's a very long, very big warning. This is a giant tornado. This thing is enormous. That is an enormous tornado. Wow. I mean, I'm going to wait for the update. For the new, for the update. Yeah, it's still enormous. Hopefully, lost a little bit of its strength, but it's a giant tornado. It's an enormous tornado. Lord, this is a giant tornado. Look at that. This thing is probably 1 to 2 miles wide, if not bigger than that, because it is giant, insanely giant. That this rotation, this rotation, there's the reball, there's everything. It's insane to see this sort of tornado. Wow. Now we have multiple, all these. Oh, it's Mount Carmel, Indiana, Illinois. That dumbass. 6,000 people. Yeah, quite a populated city, unfortunately. And also a city that has been hit multiple times by tornadoes, but more than one time by tornadoes. An F4 hit that city in 1877. I mean, this is insane. Let's wait for the next frame. See if it gets better or worse. Let's see if this Radcliffe Supercell is still. it's still 100% on the ground. It's going to clip the eastern part of North Carmel, probably. Wow. I mean, that thing is a beast. A giant tornado. I was going to wait for the next. Uh, just to wait for the chasers to see. Talk about one. And that is when I thought, what is the point of the 10% non-hatched? Probably literally every single tornado today has been significant for now. Pretty much every single one at least. But we don't see the tornado emerge. We don't see the okie dokie. Oh, what the hell is this? Another one. Oh, oh. Uh, good. Yep, this pulsate field tornado. Same path is the Lord. What is this? What is happening today? Wow, this is ridiculous. Mount Carmel still might be hit by this tornado. Yeah, I mean, this is insane. What is happening today? Posey Field now warned, well deserved. Tornado might actually hit Posey Field, and this one is actually going straight to the radar. It's going straight for the radar. I mean, this is going straight for the radar. Giant tornado. You can see the CC drop here in the last frame. This is a giant tornado. Another one. We have this one that is weakening, and we have this one that is strengthening. But 10% unhatched. Always nice to remember 10% unhatched. This is insane. This is insane. They probably reissued the tornado, the PDS toward. This is insane. Okay, it does seem like, I mean, it is weakening quite a little bit, so that's good. The bad thing is it's still on it's still on track to hit Eastern Mount Carmel, which is no bueno. No bueno at all. No é bom in Portuguese, if I may say in Portuguese. Yeah. Why is it only radar indicated? I mean, Yeah, the supercell right here in Radcliffe is trying, but it's failing every single attempt. Hopefully, continue that way. We don't need another supercell to be stressed over. We already have two. Lord, I mean, how? When did from like where did this thing spawn from? I mean, it just spawned out of nowhere. It might actually hit the radar. It might have actually hit the radar, which would be terrible. Would be horrible. And it's on the ground. It's going to hit the radar, I think. Look at it. It might actually not hit the radar, but it might hit the area that were just minutes away destroyed by a tornado. Lord, this is insane. I mean, it's either Johnson on the radar. This is insane. What is happening? This is ridiculous. You can see already this the debris ball, the CC drop. It is insane what is happening right now. This is Omaha Suburbs 2.0, guys. That is a reality. This is Omaha Suburbs 2.0. I mean, the tornado is either, yeah, I think now the radar, uh, Super Solar Rex really crashed. Y'all are going to discover what, yeah, this part right here, which is in the upper part of your screen, was actually supposed to be down there, but and nothing works in my favor, unfortunately. So yeah, let me go back to the radar real quick. Back into Kentucky. Yeah, is the radar working? Yep, there you go. So let's close this. Let's reopen the CC. This parts you a historic tornado outbreak, guys. This is part two of a historic tornado outbreak, guys. As I mentioned earlier today on the YouTube title, it wasn't ironic. It was completely that serious, and that's what happened today. What is it that's super so here in Jasper? I think it produced. Yeah, I did think it went unwarned. Yeah, it probably went unwarned. A tornado just happened west of Jasper, and probably went unwarned. It could. It could. It's very possible that it just uh hit parts of western of. This is insane, guys. Yeah, I think that I think it hit the radar. Um, the radar might actually be Joe over. Like, unironically, I think the radar died. Like, completely seriously. I would not be surprised. Uh, if the radar. I don't think the radar got hit by this tornado. Okay, that tornado up north has weakened tremendously, thankfully. Might not even be underground anymore. Yep, there you go. Now the selling Gasper has been tornado warned, which is very cool. We now have a tornado warning for the cell. Probably produced, could have produced a very short-lived tornado there. A little bit unsure. The tornado warning has been finally dropped for that selling Radcliffe. Uh, it would be very funny if there is tornado there's a warning. It's been trying for over like an hour and a half, and it didn't. I don't think it's now it's producing. Yep. Let hopefully the radar survived the close encounter with the tornado. I mean, if the radar may update, it would be quite nice. Not gonna lie. Only if it wants to, of course. We respect the wants and the needs of the radar. It would be quite nice to have the radar footage, radar data, not footage, to analyze weather. That depends on. Okay, there you go. Thank you, radar. You are very kind, radar. Because I don't think radar is I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but we still can't see Mulufas, as I would say in Brazil. So we can't see shit. We really ain't doing. We ain't. That radar data is pretty much useless for now. I think it certainly is still on the ground. It certainly is still on the ground. Is it actually? I'm a little bit unsure now because this looks like the hook of the supercell. And there is some CC drop, but I mean, that would indicate that the tornado survived through the radar, and the radar is still alive, which is kind of impossible. But I mean, we don't know. 2024, maybe radars survive being hit by tornadoes. Maybe it's possible. I'm not necessarily sure. Yeah, right now we are seeing not much. I'm trying to find some information about these tornadoes on Twitter. For now, I don't see. Let's wait for the update of the radar because we don't have much data to look. The next update will probably tell a lot about this tornado that passed through the radar. If it actually did pass through the radar, which probably is not true. We are going to discover in the next few minutes. Yep, maybe actually now because the radar just updated. And with it came nothing. Yeah, this Super Saiyan Caramel might be actually trying to get its act together. Rotation is re-peaking up. We can see the hook re-hooking. Right now it's fine. Yep, this cell is picking up in intensity. Yep. This cell is about to recycle, guys. This cell is going to produce a fourth tornado. I think it's fourth tornado in less than 25 minutes, I think. That is insane. Oh boy.